Namaskar, everyone. My name is Sri Devi, and it is such a joy to be with all of you once again. Would like to warmly welcome those of you who are in the hall and all of those who are viewing online to our healing circle. The topic for this week is capturing the stillness in the dynamic inner space. And in just a short while, you will hear Guruji speak about the power that our subtle body carries and our power to use those subtle energies in our power centers to powerfully energize our entire physical space. But using our ability to observe and go within makes all of the practices that we do enriched. He says our powerful tool is mind, and that we can do anything in our inner space using the mind, that we have the ability to create any sort of experience in our physical body using the mind. So the potential for healing becomes huge. A goal in our practice that you will hear him mention is to use the highest energies that we can. That happens from invoking positive thoughts, a beautiful heart space, and just being excited for our practice and for working with the body. So let's see if we can adopt these principles, use them in our practice as we open ourselves to the body, to the healing space, and really prepare ourselves powerfully for meditation. I will take you through the beginning segment, lots of breathing, connecting with the body, gentle movements with the body. And this will be followed by Prema Devi, who will take you through a little bit more of a dynamic movement. Of course, we have the gift of Guruji's message right after that with our healing meditation and inspiration. So, before we begin, let's bring ourselves into a quiet space inside. And you can do that wherever you are, standing, sitting, whatever is comfortable for you. And just in this moment, let's become super aware of how our body feels right where we are. We become aware of our posture as we sit. We become aware of our feet as they are connected to the earth. We feel our seat on the chair. We become aware of how our hands are resting right where we are. We are aware of our spinal column. Perhaps we move a little bit to the left or to the right, adjusting ourselves so that we are totally comfortable. We become aware of how our face feels, consciously relaxing all of the muscles as we sit. And in this moment, being aware of our entire bodies, we bring our gaze to the inner. As we do this, we can follow a light breath, Breathing in deeply, filling the entire chest cavity. And as we exhale, doing so gently. Emptying completely. Breathing all the way down to the base. And let's just do this for a few rounds, feeling ourselves as we breathe. Connecting more to our inner space with every breath. With each inhale, we become more aware of the present moment. And with each exhale, we do the same. For a few rounds, we can use a deeper, gross breath, inhaling deeply, and lightly exhaling through the mouth. And as we breathe with a little bit more of a gross breath, we consciously feel that any stress in the body releases with each exhale. And we just do one more. We can remain here for a moment with our eyes closed. Just scanning our inner space. Seeing where we are in this moment. The way to bring all of our energies together in this silent field, this field that is held. We will use the sacred sound of Om before we begin our practice. Let's exhale fully through the mouth. Deep inhale. Just remain here for a moment. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. So, welcome back, everyone. We have already created a beautiful space of silence, even for our dynamic practice. So, we'll begin with our breathing exercises, allowing us to empty the lungs of any stale energy and to fill ourselves with fresh oxygen and fresh prana. So I will begin by standing, but you can decide whether you would like to stand or remain sitting, whatever is comfortable for you. So let's begin by creating an awareness of our bodies as we stand or sit. So here is a simple grounding exercise, just helping us connect to the earth even more. So my toes and heels are together. We can roll the shoulders back and down. Fingers spread by the side, and we can just gently rest our fingertips against our thighs. Okay. Lovely to see all of you also joining in. So as we do this, deep inhale happens as we stand, just becoming aware of each edge of each foot. Now, already putting our awareness to each edge helps us feel connected to the ground immediately. So while we are here and keeping our spine nice and straight, we inhale as we stand. Deep inhale, and as we exhale, we slightly lean our weight onto our toes. So leaning forward, the spine is still straight, beautiful. Let me just be here for a moment. Okay, coming back to neutral. That means we are finding our center of gravity as we stand. Okay, so let's inhale here once again. As we exhale, we are going to place our weight on our heels. Our toes stay on the ground. Deep breathing. Giving ourselves a chance to feel. Okay, coming back to center. Perhaps you are already noticing a difference in your awareness of how you're standing and of your feet. Let's inhale here, spine is still erect. And as we exhale, we're going to lean our weight to the most right edge of the right foot. Our spine is still straight, beautiful, everyone. And coming back to center. Okay, for the final side, we can inhale here. And as we exhale, we come to the left edge of the left foot. Maintaining normal breathing as our weight is placed on the left edge. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Okay, we can release the hands a little bit, stand with the legs a little bit apart, and simply observe how you feel. Maybe there's a little bit more of a grounded feeling in the body. That's excellent. And not losing awareness of this feeling, again, using all of ourselves in every practice, let's continue. So for our breathing exercise, the cleansing breath, I'm going to place my feet a little bit wider than hip distance, bending our knees very slightly, just so that we're a little bit more comfortable as we stand. We can use our hands as a guide. Let's begin by exhaling through the mouth. Deep inhale. Arms coming up. Nice stretch. Bringing the energy right back down to our toes. Little pause before we inhale again. Beautiful. Let's enjoy this feeling. Breathing in. Beautiful, everyone. Let's keep going. Sometimes repeating a practice can truly show us what's happening inside. Gives us a chance to transform some of our feelings even into more uplifting ones to help us. Okay, let's pick up the pace. Five. Last two. Last one. Deep breath in. And a relaxed out breath. And one more. Just for a moment, we close our eyes and observe what is happening in our inner space. Notice your connection to your body. Notice what is happening in the emotional space, in your mental space. And we understand that everything we feel can be transformed if needed. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Lovely. So using the same idea of feeling grounded in the body, using all of us as much as we can in each of the practices, here we will come into our breath of fire for total rejuvenation at all levels. We'll begin with the core, then coming to the heart, and then energizing our mental space. So we can reposition our feet, whatever is comfortable for you. And here we can tilt our tailbone so that it's more towards the floor. This is just to protect our lower back and keeping our abdominal muscles together. So when we start with the core, we combine our Manipura chakra, our sexual organs, and the perineum muscle in our awareness as we pump with the breath. You can decide where you like to keep your hands. I like to pump with my fists to help me get into a nice rhythm. So, creating our intention for the exercise. Let's go ahead and exhale through the mouth. Deep breath in. And let's begin. Still feeling grounded. Let's see if we can fall into a nice rhythm. Beautiful, everyone. We're doing it together. We can push ourselves to go a little bit further. Slowing down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Deep inhale. And a relaxed out breath. One more deep inhale. And a relaxed out breath. Just for a moment, we can place both hands on our core. Remain with the eyes open, helping us to keep this grounded feeling. The power that we feel in the core. And when you are ready, coming into the awareness of the heart. Now, in everything that we've been doing, of course, we have been engaging the heart. But this allows us to really tap into the flow of movement, of joy as we move, connecting to one another, and using the wide field to help us as we breathe. So we inhale, just to show you, and a pumping action. So as I come out, there's an inhale here. As I come forward, there's an inhale here as well. But we'll fall into a rhythm together. So let's begin with an exhale through the mouth. Deep inhale. And let's begin. Beautiful little bounce, everyone. Smile on the face. Tapping into that flow. Slowing down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale gently. Marvelous, everyone. One more deep inhale. Gentle exhale. In this moment, we can place both hands on our heart. Energize the core, energize the heart. Perhaps feeling a little more balanced than before. Lovely feeling as we touch the heart. When you are ready, you can open your eyes. So we've energized the core, we've energized the heart. Now it's time to influence our mental field. So as we do the same pumping action, our focus will be between the eyebrows and also at the base of the skull, the medulla point. It is said to be a huge point right here at the base of the skull for drawing in prana, especially into our mental space. So this will be here. You can place your hands wherever you like. I will have my fingers in front of me for that same pumping, and one at the base of my skull. So let's begin with an exhale through the mouth. Deep inhale, and let's begin. Your gaze can be between the eyebrows. Slowing down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we can gently close our eyes, release both hands, and just stand or sit in a way that is comfortable for you. In this moment of a little bit of stillness, we give gratitude to our bodies. Infusing every cell with the most positive thoughts, feelings, energy that we possibly can. And creating that resonance that will allow us to heal in our own perfect way. Om. Peace, peace, peace. pace. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me in these practices. I will now hand you off to Prema Devi. Namaskar, everyone, and see you again.
Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to our second segment, where we will be practicing a beautiful energy walk, followed by few Qigong stances. So I would like to invite you to stand, and let's see if you can find a place where you can see a straight line on the ground. Perhaps the line on your tiles, on your carpet, or let's just imagine that we are walking on a straight line. So here we want to continue to relax our bodies after a beautiful sequence of breathing exercises and warming up stretchings, relaxing our shoulders, our chest, our arms. And here we just want to continue with the intention and attention inwards, while keeping awareness of our physical body, our gross body. We want to engage here into a nice energy walk, which will help us balance at all levels. Spiritually, here we want to feel that we are being divinely guided with every move. Mentally, we want to be really focused on what we're doing, imagining that we're standing at the top of a mountain and seeing really, really far away. Emotionally, we want to bring a smile into the face, positive emotions, thoughts. And physically, we want to feel really, really grounded into the body. So as we walk, we're actually also aligning the physical structure of the body, the spine, the hip joints, and really the whole structure. So whenever we bring the feet down into the ground, we can actually push down to feel even more grounded. We're coming into a really, really more into the subtle field. So let's begin by keeping our feet close together. Breathing in as we open our arms wide, gathering energies from the heavens, coming down into the heart, our lower dungeon. And now here we want to gather energies from the earth as we make a fist, coming up into the chest, opening palms and pushing out, extending our aura, our energy field, coming back to our waist area. And here we want to make a fist with both palms. Now I'm going to be walking straight this time, so you can see me walking towards you rather than sideways. So here we want to open our left foot to the left side, our left toes. While focusing on the core, we want to really keep a lot of attention on our belly area, strengthening the core muscles, and also tightening the perineum slightly for even much more balance and strength. So here we want to bring the right knee up, pushing your foot forward, and again, imagine we're walking on a straight line, coming down to the ground, and we close. In this case, means that our toes, left toes, come back to center. Now we open, our right heel comes inwards, bringing our left knee up, pushing our foot forward, heel comes down into the ground, and now we align our right foot to our straight line. So both feet are really one right behind the other, walking on a straight line. Beautiful. Now let's open our left heel, lifting our right knee, pushing our foot forward, heel comes down onto our line, and we align our left foot, bringing the heel back into straight position. We continue, we open the right heel, bringing the left knee up, tightening your belly, your abs, pushing your left leg up, down onto your heel, and aligning your right foot. Opening, here again, we bring the left heel in, lifting our right knee up, pushing forward, and coming down onto the ground, closing our left foot. And now we're going to walk backwards, doing the same opening and closing, and lifting our leg. So now we're going to bring our right heel in, lifting, but we bend the left knee, bringing the right knee up, our foot comes back, toes come down onto our line, and we close our left heel. We do the same, opening your right heel inwards, lifting your left foot, coming back onto your line, down on the ground, and closing your right heel. Open, bringing the left heel in, right knee up, back, down, and close. Once more, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now here we give it a nice shake. This is a beautiful exercise for alignment, and you can walk as far as you can, come back, and really helps to balance our hips, our spine, especially after sitting for so long. Now let's focus on our Qigong stances. Here we want to bring our feet together. Here we want to, again, align our energies as we align heaven, earth, and human. Down into our dungeon once more. Breathing in deeply. And breathing out, coming down, scanning the energies. And once more. And this time we want to keep our palms right in front of our heart area. And let's imagine that we are holding an energy ball within our palms. So as we move, we want to keep this attention and intention of moving this energy ball with us. Let's imagine that again, we are looking really, really far away from the top of a mountain. And let's allow that universal energy to guide our every look, our every thought, emotion, and movement. So here, as we continue to hold our energy ball, let's open our left leg to the left side. And while holding the energy ball, let's bring our body weight to our right leg, holding your energy ball. And here we lift the right heel, coming facing towards the left side and pushing your left arm forward. So your right leg is being stretched, your right arm is pushing forward, your left palm is facing your right elbow, and your right knee is bended. Here we want again to look really, really far away, trying to bring the attention inwards, pushing the feet down towards the ground, to come more into body awareness, feeling more grounded, more into our lower dungeon, and really feel the lightness of being. Coming into the nothingness, as we allow ourselves to come into that stillness, yet dynamic space in the inside. And now as we bring our right palm back towards the left, still holding your energy ball, slowly turning back to center, turning both feet forward, and now twisting your right heel. Your toes now are facing towards the left side. The right side. Pushing now your left palm forward, your left knee is stretched, and your right palm is now facing your left elbow. Again, looking far away, keeping the attention down into your dungeon as you breathe in, expanding the belly, and breathing out, bringing the belly back towards the spine. Here we want to get into a nice rhythm of breath. Bringing now your left palm towards the right, holding your energy ball, and slowly coming back to center. Here we want to relax both arms, breathing in as we make a big circle, bringing your arms right in front of you. And now here we want to sink our hips down as if we are sitting on a nice horse stand. Beautiful. So here, as we continue to look far away, just allow your tailbone to sway, to move as the energy flows freely in and through your being. Notice if you are slightly moving from side to side, back and forth. And if there is no movement, that is okay as well. Totally relaxing the upper body and feeling really, really grounded and heavy in your lower area. Your legs, your feet, your hips. Enjoying every move, every breath. And notice if there is a nice rhythm in the inhale and exhale. Lowering your palms, making a fist with both of them right by your waist, bringing the body weight on your right leg, lifting the left one up on your tippy toes. 90% of the body weight is in your right leg, 10% on your left. And now bringing the palms, your arms right in front of you. The left one is pushing forward. Your right palm is right by your left elbow. And here again, we want to imagine that we are sitting on a nice chair, lowering our right knee. And the more we lower our right leg, the more we're actually working our tight muscles. You may feel a little bit of shaking, and that is actually good news if you are actually releasing stagnant energy. You may feel a lot of heat right now. And here we're using the beautiful practice of bringing the fire down and water up. Principle, bringing the energies into balance, yin and yang. And let's continue to focus on our dungeon area as we feel the burning of our right leg and enjoying this good pain. And now bringing the left palm towards the right, holding our energy ball, bringing your left leg back, and now switching our body weight to the left leg. Bringing the right toes forward slightly, pushing our right arm forward, and our left palm is facing our right elbow. Again, if we want to work more with our muscle strength in our left leg, we can lower our leg even more, bending the knee, looking far away as we focus on our breath. And here is beautiful when we really come into that inner space. Even the pain or the discomfort we may feel for this weight happening, releasing, we transcend that feeling by giving even more attention and focus to the inner space. Keeping the mind silent, emotions at peace, and really working those energies in the whole body. Prana moving. And now here we bring our right palm back to center, bringing your right leg, and give both arms, feet a nice shake. We have been working really hard. You're going to sleep really well for those of you that are already at night. And now we are going to cross our arms. And here we want to bring our body weight on our right leg, coming back to the left, and sliding down your right arm down. Here again, we want to focus the attention in our lower dungeon, bending your left knee, the right one is straight. And here we want to look at the middle finger of our right palm. Again, we want to notice how the body feels, any emotions, any thoughts. Just observe. And now bringing your right palm up towards the left. Switching your body weight slightly to the right leg, crossing right in front of you, and now we slide the left palm down. Our right knee is bended. The left one is being stretched. And again, here we are looking at our middle left finger. Engaging your core muscles. And pushing your feet even more down towards the ground if you need to feel more grounded or more balanced. This is a wonderful practice to bring calmness into the mind, loving heart, vital body. Now as we bring our left palm up, let's come back to center, releasing both arms, bringing feet together, scanning your energies as you breathe in and down, scanning your mind, your heart, your body. Once more. And one more. And release with a nice exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this second segment. You did beautifully. Now I would just like to invite you to have a seat as we welcome our healing box for healing prayers. And here I just would like to invite all of you physically present via the stream to raise your palms and bring in mind all of those who need support at this time. Those whose names have been placed in this box, but anyone who you may know that needs support at this time. Perhaps spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or physically. Our world needs love, needs healing, needs peace, well-being at all levels. So as one mind, one heart, we pray and ask to the Masters of the Light for their blessings, their healing energies, their continuous support, grace, love, and nurturing energies to all of us, to our whole planet, that we may all continue to uplift each other, to be a blessing to each other and to our world. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much, everyone. And now, as we prepare to listen to Gurudev's recorded message and guided meditation, we have put together the highlights to consider for our theme, capturing the stillness in the dynamic inner space, we want to keep in mind that everything in the universe carries a vibration, that we have the power to create a loving, resonant vibrational energy using our mind, emotional being, vital being of the core, and grounding in our physical body. And how do we do this? We can create a positive thought in the mind and channel energy through that thought by continuously holding it in the consciousness with the intention of what the thought is supposed to do. You can do anything in the inner space with the power of knowledge, the power of will, and the power of action, intention and attention, which is what we just did in our practice. And to capture the point of stillness at the center of our being, the source, and observe from there, allowing that field to envelop our entire body. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Enjoy. Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to the meditation segment of the Healing Circle. And the idea is using the mind, the emotional being, the vital being of the core, grounding in the physical body, and being able to create that resonance, that vibration in your field of very positive, loving, and vital energy. You have the power to do that. So I want to continue with that awareness of the power that you have to vibrate in higher consciousness and higher energy. Now, everything in the universe is in vibration, vibratory mode. And as a result, there's a sound also produced from the vibrations. So all your organs, all your cells, they're all vibrating at certain frequencies. The heart, the brain. And when anything goes down in terms of its performance, its vitality, energy, especially when it's disturbed and like in sickness, you can lift everything just vibrationally to come back, if nature or karma will allow you. One of the things that I like in particular is the power that we carry to think positively in every moment. To create a positive thought in the mind and to channel energy through that thought by continuously holding it in the consciousness with the intention of what a thought is supposed to do. Like if I have an intention of staying well and staying at a high vitality, and I hold that intention within me because I know how that feels. And I come into the feeling of it, that's heart. I come into the mindset of it, that's mind, thought. I come into the intention of it because I can remember how it feels. And I spread that through every power area in my being. At the sacral area, at the root. At the throat, and of course, in the brain, through thinking. At the throat, through the listening and the space. In the heart, through the love. In the core, through that vital power that you can drive from there, firepower. So with intention, you can create these things, and we're doing that all the time. When we daydream about doing something in the mind, you can do all kinds of things in the mind because you have the power of knowledge there, you have the power of will, and you have the power of action. You can do anything in the inner space. You can think of an act in the inner space, and you can perform it in the inner space. So if you do that in and through the body, that of generating a vibration in the body that is resonant with well-being, what happens? And you hold that continuously. That's what I'm going to do now in the healing circle. To my liver, to my lungs, to my heart, to my bones. I'm going to pay attention to everything, and I'm going to vibrate there with prana from the breath, prana from the mind, prana from the emotion, and prana from intention. I'm going to let that vibrate continuously. So the inner space becomes very dynamic. And if you can capture, listen to this, if you can capture the center of it, which is stillness, from where it's happening. If you look at the eye of a hurricane, there's complete stillness in the middle of the hurricane. But it is moving at tremendous storm speeds. That same point of stillness is inside of you. And if you can capture that, that's the hub, that's the source. If you can capture that, that's stillness. And you can observe and you can create your intention around that. Think of what that experience can be, that you are observing from a place of stillness and you are able to channel these swirling energies of the chakras in your aura and allowing that to envelop the entire body. Can you imagine the magnificence of that? The possibilities of that? And think of the energies that you waste in your scattered thinking, in your fluctuating emotions, in your fluctuating intentions, in your indecisiveness, in your lack of vitality, in your lack of breathing rhythms. Think of the kind of conflicting kind of energies you create. That there's more dissonance in that rather than resonance. How would your cells feel in that kind of vibratory field? So join me as we go to the center of stillness. And then being able to come to every level of being and generate the kind of positive, loving, and vital energies, holding the intention strongly in the mind, and just observe what happens in the field. That is my particular joy in being with you today. Being able to stimulate that resonance in your field. Because we're all connected in the source. Being able to hold the center of stillness with you. And being able to go to the various levels of the body and generate this beautiful energy. Breath is important, mind is important, emotion is important, vitality is important, chakras are important for the energy levels. So join me in the excitement, everybody. So let's come into the inner space of stillness. I'm inviting you there. You don't have to go anywhere. Right where you are, at the very center of your being, you'll find me and also the center. And the incredible energy of Kundalini right at the center of your being. You don't have to go anywhere. We are all in the same position at the very core. Where is the core? A good center is to start with the heart, the very center of our being. Let's go to the center of the heart, the center of emotional being, center of loving being. Bring the mind there, the silent mind. So silent mind in the heart. These are two incredibly powerful energy centers. And use the breath. As you breathe through the nostrils, take your attention to the center of the eyebrows, where the apex of the nose is. And by focusing on the medulla area, at the back of the neck, you will find the Manas chakra. You'll find the center from where prana enters the body from the external, through Ida Pingala. Nice, gentle ujjayi. And then you'll become conscious of the throat. That's where you constrict the glottis area slightly. You'll be conscious of the center of the eyebrow area. You'll be conscious of the medulla point as you draw the prana. And like I said, hold that focus. The throat center should bring you into the stillness of the mind. An awareness of the space, expansive space, in which we communicate with the universe. And the heart should bring you to the center of feeling, loving, forgiving, unconditional loving. Come there with me. Even if you can't yet feel it, come there in my space. And just maintain a rhythm in the breath that is comfortable, doable, non-restricting, and that gives easy flow. So you have heart, you have throat, you have brow in one beautiful connection. Although we are in this connection, still become aware of your root center. And still be aware of the belly as you breathe. Not to give much attention to making the belly bigger or inflating it. Just stay with the upper area. But be conscious of where you're drawing of opening up the lungs. And where you follow the energy of the Kundalini from the base, coming up to the heart. And open up the heart to its maximum. Focusing on the center of the eyebrows as you do that. And breathe into that third eye position there, where Ida Pingala and Shushumna meet at the brainstem. So create a little orbit between the heart, the brow, the throat. Breathing up from the heart into the throat, to the back of the neck, to the third eye, and coming down to the heart again. And remember the feelings. Loving, forgiving, compassion, and stay with the breath in beautiful rhythm, nice and long. Pauses at the end of the out breath and end of the in breath. Make sure you open the chest as much as you can. Up the throat as you open up the space in the consciousness, back up the neck and down again. So we'll do this circuit first to create a high resonance in the field, and then we'll channel it through the body. Stay with me, I can feel the collective field. Join me, let's make it powerful. And just open the belly just as much as you need to stay vital in the lower area. Remember, stay positively thinking. Stay with the intention of happiness, joy, vitality. Stay aware that you're doing this in the stillness of the inner space, where you're meeting the divine. Stay conscious of the stillness and the divinity that is there. Stay in joy. And if you can't yet feel your joy, then share in mine. And as you do this, become conscious of the heart, the throat, the organs there, lungs, the brain, the eyes. Just relax them and hold them in the resonant energy field of the breath and the mind and the heart. Once you tap into the Manas chakra, the images of all of this will become very clear because you are in the daydreaming of the Manas, the field. And you build the intensity of this rhythm by the orbit that you're doing there. And Kundalini will guide you in the rhythm if you connect with her. with love and reverence. And open up the heart to the maximum that you can. Open up to the pranas of the breath, that becomes more than just air that you breathe, but prana and apana in constant motion, drawing prana into the system. Now then, let's go down to the navel area, and let's take this orbit lower down. Now, opening up the belly to breathe, opening up the chest, belly fully, chest fully. Come to the back of the neck again, to the third eye, and then you breathe down the body, sending these energies through the body, coming down to the belly area as you empty the lower lungs, and you go right down to the root, and then start this orbit. So push down, and then come up and along the spinal column. As you breathe up the column, or with awareness of the column, or breathing with the awareness of prana of the column, you are tapping into the energies of the divine. And as you breathe out, focusing on the body, as you breathe down the body, you're spreading that energy that you gathered into the body. Hold the entire body now, the legs, belly area, reproductive area. Hold everything in the mind. And as you breathe up and down, become aware of the prana that's involved. You're circulating prana along the spine. And here you're building another resonance, another level of resonance. Use a gentle ujjayi. Ensure that you follow the breath out and in. Hold the awareness of vitality throughout your body at every level. Now slowly bring more oxygen into the body. Push the breath out and pull in more oxygen. Gradually pull in more and more so you can revitalize the physical senses once more. The brain can become more alert. Just as much as you need. And observe what it does to you. It clears up the brain, energizes the senses, and puts you in touch with the elements around you in a more intimate way. Smell comes back, taste, seeing, touch, hearing, and of course your brain becomes very alert to all of them. That's the manas part of the brain. And today I would just do 3 of the Maha Mrityunjaya mantra. Normally I do 7. So I'll reduce it today. I'm in no mood to chant 7. I'm taking up in the inner space, in the ecstasy of the inner space. I just need enough for the outside. But I don't know if after 3 I'll become so energized I want to do 7. So let's see what happens. Either 3 or 7 will happen. Because I've energized the whole body, my voice is resonant, so I like that. Let's see what happens when I become active. Join me. Now listen to the mantra from the stillness of being. You have the power of stillness in the inner space. Everything that you do must be done from a center of stillness. This is a rule of thumb. You need to remember this. Okay, let's begin. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtevardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtevardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So 7 was done. The resonance was so beautiful in all my cells, I didn't want to stop. So this is the healing circle today, and if you do this every day, can you imagine the kind of resonance you'll build in your body? Now remember a few rules of thumb. You need quality rest. Because if your body is not rested, you will not be able to do this effectively. You need quality food. You need quality water. You need quality air. Learn to observe what happens when you don't breathe properly and when you do. Learn to observe when you don't eat properly and when you do. Learn to observe when you don't sleep properly and when you do. And then you will appreciate these simple things that can change the way you feel. And of course, you can include in this when you don't think positively what happens. When you don't bring out positive emotions in the space, uplifting emotions and expansive, what happens? And when you hold fear in the gut, you hold loneliness in the heart, observe what happens. No matter what is the karmic play, what is the karmic bondage, you have the opportunity and power to change that. Especially when you have a guide. And especially when you have a Shaktipat master. You have an amazing opportunity to come into that strong rhythm of the aura of a Shaktipat master. That's what happened to me in the presence of Muktananda. I had to move away from the physical body because the resonance was so high in the inner space. Even to this day, when I look at his videos, I don't see a man, I see a moving energies. Or I look at Baba Nityananda, I see moving energies, I don't see human beings. And this is rare among masters. So when masters have these organized auras and this strong presence, the opportunity is there to lift your consciousness. Have a blessed evening, everyone. It's an opportunity always to share the space with you with total joy. Let's grow in the light. Let's stay together in the light. Let's be nourished by the light. Let's find strength in the light. And let unite in the divine in the light. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahavigriyam Karavavahe, Tejasvinavritamastu, Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That is what that beautiful mantra says. It says, may we be protected together. May we be nourished together. May we achieve strength together. May our knowledge be full of light, wisdom. And may we remain united in that center of being. Even though we are different, we are diverse, let us remain in the center where we are one. That's what the mantra says. So may the blessings of this mantra be with us. And I wish those of you who are going to bed now have a marvelous rest. And let's wake up to a new day. My soul bows to you. You're myself. Namaskar, everyone.